Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Stage Diving with Scotty. My guests today are New Ends. Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey,
what,
what's up?
how's it going?
Well, I have to admit, this has been very exciting for me because I've been totally digging your songs, and I've been in contact with Tommy here and Mr. Birthday Boy. Uh,
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Thank you.
and it's been great because I've been listening to the albums, the EPs that you've had, and first of all, you won me over. First of all, when I saw the Dr. Emmett Smith, Emmett Brown, Emmett Smith, Scott Bussey, Back to the Future. So I just because that's my movie I would take on an island with me. So it used to be Pulp Fiction, but then it turned to Back to the Future. Do you guys have one? What's your movie you would take
Yeah,
to an island? Your one movie?
Any Star Wars movie.
Really?
Well,
Any of
not
them?
every Star
That's
Wars.
bold, dude.
That's not true. Most,
Empire Strikes Back.
but yeah, probably Empire Strikes Back.
That's a good one. What about you,
I,
It's a
Zoom
classic.
user?
I would take Zoom users over this.
Yes, this is for you.
I would take The Office, the full series.
Oh, really?
Does that work? Could that work?
No, that would. Hey, that's fine with me. I'm not.
Hey,
gonna
I'll
shoot
take all 9 seasons.
You guys are probably gonna laugh at mine, but I'd probably take Willy Wonka. Hey,
Not Tim Burton's version, right?
no,
Old
original.
school. Yeah. All right, I'll give you that.
I know that like the back.
Yeah,
All the
that one's
songs, too.
just. Yeah, that one's just too good to not pass up. Um, so let me ask you then, what would whose decision was the Dr. Emmett Brown cover?
Man, that was my decision. I was watching a lot of like 80s movies,
Yeah.
and my Brad, the drummer, my brother, I was like, yo, let's do something like retro look, and I want like some 80s. And then I had found like this really cool flyer of what's her name, 11, with like a bandana on her eyes. I was like, yo, let's do this, but with Doc Brown.
That's cool.
And it came out sick. It came out
Came
sick.
out
For
really
a
cool.
while, yeah, for a while we had stickers, like maybe like this big, but they were holographic, and it had Doc Brown on it. I might still have some somewhere. We'll send you some.
Well, was the whole sticker that way, or was it just his eyes, his glasses?
The whole
Oh,
sticker.
cool! Oh, I
Have
totally
it?
dig
Yeah,
that.
let me see. Yo, there it
That's Brad. I totally dig it.
is.
I'll do. I want to compliment you guys because I usually do like this sort of Scotty blender thing. I always come up with, and it's like bands that a certain band sounds like. I used to do it a lot, but I kind of stopped doing it. But you guys went. So when I first heard you, what was nice about your particular version of punk was it made me think of, and I mean this in the utmost compliment, is it's like radio friendly. Like I could turn, I feel like back in the day, if I turn on the radio, I would hear you guys and go, "Oh, okay, who's this new band?" You know, like because it's that like it's catchy, it's simplistic. The choruses are absolutely, ear candy. Okay, what's Zoom user? What's your
Zoom
name?
user. My name's Brandon.
Brandon. Oh my gosh. See, here's the problem. I'm gonna have to write this on my hand now
I
because
should have fixed that. I don't know how to fix that.
I have my
Okay.
pen.
Zoom user.
I don't want to call him
What-
that. And people go,
What did
okay,
you say,
that's his new
Patrick?
name. Brandon?
Brandon, yep.
Brandon, okay. Brandon, what I liked about your voice was that not a lot of punk bands I think have nowadays, at least not the ones I've listened to, where you have that sort of like, again, I mean this in the most respectful way. You have almost like that sort of snotty, like punk attitude in your voice that kind of.
He
Damn.
definitely spits out a lot of spit too.
I really do.
And I love it because there's not a lot of that. It's great because you go back to like Tim Armstrong or even Billy Armstrong. He doesn't do it as much anymore, but he kind of used to do it, especially live. You'd kind of really do that kind of nah, nah, kind of a thing, and you can kind of feel that. But that seems like kind of gone on the wayside. It feels like it. But when I heard that you were kind of doing that a little bit, and then it really just it complements the songs of from going that kind of attitude to sort of the melody of the choruses and it just hits, and I was sucked in immediately. So, and what's this? My wife wrote it down for me. Brandon, zooming in.
Zoom. Yo, get it. I need a picture of that.
Yeah.
How do you do the screenshot?
So when someone kind of goes again, and I don't mean anything bad, but when it's more simplistic, it kind of captures to me that sort of old school kind of feel. So when you hit that, so it's like the Blink 182 mixes with Rancid, mixes with Sum 41, mixes with whoever else that you like. I feel like that's in that that carries in your songs. I don't know
Yeah.
who your influences are, but that's who I got from listening to you guys.
Yeah, mainly them. Me and my brother really grew up listening to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was like we would download albums off of like Crosswire and LimeWire and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would just
And
plug my phone into his computer and take all his music.
I'd take
So
them all,
whatever
yeah.
he was listening to, I was listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are really busted.
So Blink 182, Sum 41, those are kind of like our biggest influence growing up.
See, okay, good. I'm like, see, I sometimes I got an ear. No, that's great. And so let me ask you guys then, maybe one at a time here. Well, I guess you guys grew up together, obviously. So was it just, what kind of sparked it for you guys? Was there always music in the house? How did it kind of like trigger you guys? How did it spark the fire?
Man, I don't really know. I feel like one day we just woke up and we were ready to jam, honestly.
Really?
I don't know if that makes any sense, but like there's nothing I can really pinpoint as far as that goes. I mean, like growing up, my dad was really into like classic rock and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so we listened to a lot of Rush and a lot of Queens rock and stuff like that for a long time. And then I got into Blink-182 through a friend, and it kind of just changed my path, I guess you could say.
Yeah. What about you, Bradley?
Yeah, same thing. My dad was always listening to different kinds of music. He always had these like the live like concerts on TV. He would
Yeah.
play those all the time. And so yeah, originally I wanted to learn how to play guitar because I learned how, and then my dad knew how, but that was just too hard for me. I couldn't do it. So one day Brandon was like, "Why don't you just play the drums?" And then that's kind of where it all started. And then we would just jam out together in the garage, just play like Blink covers. And it just went from there.
And your dad was cool with you banging really loud in the garage?
It was at
He
my
was
mom's
pissed. He was pissed off. I was actually in this garage right here.
Oh, really?
That's the
Yeah.
And he didn't mind at all, huh?
No, they didn't mind. They're super supportive of everything. They're always open to anything. So,
Oh, very cool. And how old were you guys?
Shit. I don't know, man. I couldn't give you an exact age. I was early high school, I think,
Oh, okay.
when we started jamming together. Brad's like 3 years younger than me, so he was in middle school maybe.
yeah, I
That's
got
right.
my first drum set in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
I got it from my grandparents. They actually got it because I asked my mom if I could learn how to play the drums, and her parents, they're like big thrifters, and they go to garage sales all the time. So if you just tell them that you were looking for something, they'll find it. So they showed up with a drum set a couple of weeks later.
That's
I was
awesome.
ready
That's
to
cool.
go.
Leave it to the grandparents.
Oh, yeah, really.
They tell your mom and dad, good luck.
Hold it up
Here's
at
some
the-
earplugs.
There you go.
What about you, Patrick?
And so
What's
I
your real
actually
name?
got
What's your real
into
name? What's your
my name's
Christian name?
Aaron. That's my first name.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I call you Aaron or you want me to call you Patrick?
I'm Patrick.
Like-
You can just call me Aaron. That's fine. So I grew up listening to a bunch of like, just classic rock, metal, blues, stuff like that. I was real heavy into like prog metal and like progressive rock, and that's the kind of music I originally wanted to play and stuff, but I kind of steered off that path, and I
By
want to say
choice
like
or
2016. What was that?
well, like by choice, or you just get distracted, or you just kind of like
Yeah, well,
or
well,
grew
so
out of
like
it?
in 2016, so I got into pop punk actually kind of late. I got into it like around 2016. So I didn't grow up listening to, like the classic pop punk stuff. I got into like the more modern age pop punk stuff. So that's when I wanted to start playing that kind of music. So Brandon hit me up in like 2019 with this idea he had going. He sent me a couple songs and it just went from there.
Now, were you guys just like childhood friends, or was this like from high school friends that when you guys met up,
So
or?
actually, I didn't meet Brandon until about it was like 2019, 2018 or something. I keep saying Bradley because I'm looking at Bradley on the screen. Yeah, so I didn't know any of these guys actually.
Then how did you meet? Was it just over over the internet or something, or?
Yeah, over Facebook.
Oh, really? Which is kind of were you, so were you guys Brandon and Bradley, were you guys trying to find like other guys to jam with you, or how did that begin with though?
Yeah, I had wrote when my wife was pregnant, I had a lot of time to like jam, like just by myself.
Yeah.
So I had wrote out a couple songs and I got them recorded and they sounded really good, like to where I wanted to do something with them. So from there, I was just trying to build a brand. I had asked my brother to jam like a couple of times. He said no. Just kidding. I asked asked
Brothers.
Aaron to jam a couple of times. He said no. I asked
I
Tommy to
actually
jam.
did say no, yeah.
Tom asked me to jam. I said no.
Yo, it's so funny how it worked.
For real, it
Like
is crazy.
I saw his. I guess he was in the middle. Aaron Bradley and Brandon were already together, and I knew Bradley first. I knew him at my first job. Um, yeah, I saw that they were together, and I listened to one song. Hey man, you need a bass player? I got time. I don't mind. And he didn't message me, but like, no, but like, I guess they were playing. They had a show coming up, and it was like a week. And he was like, "Hey man, we're playing in a week. Can you learn the songs and play with us?"
Sure.
I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I
And
learned
he
them.
did it.
And then, yeah, he just kind of let me stay with them.
Ah, crap.
So I guess that was my initiation in a way.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
first thing Tommy told me when we got off the stage was that was really fun. If you need me again, I'll help you out. I was like, no, I want it done, man.
I didn't think I had the nerve. Tragedy's the only thing I'm seeing. All sunshine staring knocked down, but not enough to keep me guessing. They never cried for guys like me. Who cares that I had such big dream? I hope you get what you deserve.
So after that first show, then did you guys just feel? Did you feel like that click, so to speak? And then it's like, yeah,
Man,
let's keep going.
honestly, as soon as Tommy walked in the room, we felt that click.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
Honestly, yeah.
compliment. I love that.
when we all
It
jammed
was
together
awesome.
for the
Like,
first time. Yeah.
So then let me ask you. So after that first gig, though, was it like, all right, well, let's set up some more. Let's set up some more, or was it straight into practice for you guys?
I think we were ready to do another one after that first gig. It
Yeah,
was kind of like as they were coming, we were taking them, honestly.
really.
And we started. Our first gig was the end of 2019. So we played, I think maybe 3 shows, and then COVID hit.
Of course, that's like the
Yeah.
story of like a lot of bands I talked to. We released an album, we had this whole tour set up, all this kind of stuff, and then COVID hit and just dumped on everybody.
Yeah. I mean, but you
yeah, it
couldn't even
sucks,
tell
man.
now. You couldn't even tell seeing us now because we've gotten so tight and so like our chemistry is really bonded, and so our shows are so good now, and we do really well together. But yeah, I mean, if you put it on a hand, I think we played maybe 10 shows together.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
If that.
yeah.
Where you? And I forget. You guys are. That's right. You guys are in Corpus Christi, Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, then when you guys recorded, did you guys do, was that a thing of, back and forth emailing, wave files and that kind of stuff, or was it actually in studio recording?
It's all wave.
Yeah?
I come up with ideas and I'll send them to the dudes, and then uh, I honestly just handle everything at the house, and then from there we send it over to our producer, all the stems. He'll reamp everything and send it back to us.
Nice. So you got your own little studio in your place?
I like to think so.
little
Yeah,
focus right over here and
yeah, that's basically it. I got the essentials of what I need to get the DIs recorded,
yep.
clean enough to get them reamped. So
Yeah.
it works. It works. It comes out clean.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. That's so cool. What do you guys plan on doing right now as far as regarding to just more gigs or practices? What do you guys plan on doing from now?
Right now we're trying to aim more at out of CC, so going to more out of town shows. We actually finished recording up a full length that we hope to drop sometime this summer as well. But mainly focusing on our audience outside of Corpus Christi.
Yeah. So Tommy, let me ask you then, with this, were you doing, so in regards to your beginning of your journey, was music a thing where it was involved with you like playing in your house and your parents got you involved with it, or how was your sort of evolution?
Just growing up, my mom and dad, they're like into they're two completely different people. Like my dad's like straight metalhead thrash guy, and then my mom's like sweet, innocent hippie lady, you know?
Yeah.
So like I was more open to like genres, and me personally, I listen to a lot of funk and R&B. So I just kind of learned from that, and then hanging out more with my friends, they got me into like punk, like Newfound Glory. I grew up with them. That was really cool. Blink, some, just like all the basic generic stuff. But yeah, music, it's been for a while. So
Yeah, but generic's pretty good, man. I think I heard. Did you guys ever listen to Finn McKenty?
I've never heard of it.
Punk Rock
No,
MBA, or it's called Mob or something like that. He's like a
I listened
YouTuber.
to his podcast, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, you
Yeah,
listen?
he's
You
pretty
listen to
cool.
his podcast?
Yeah, I never listened. Did he do music before?
I don't know. I never actually gone back to see sort of his, origins. I just know like his
Yeah.
little sudden videos he does of like, sort of commentary on everything. But I love
Yeah,
that one of these.
that's what I know.
Well, that's one of the cool things that he was talking about was, talking about certain metal songs or whatever, and he goes, this is generic. He goes, but generic isn't bad. You know, we all like generic stuff. It came from something and it's comfortable. So I mean, just like certain punk rock, a certain metal, you go, okay, I dig this, but it's kind of like everything else.
It
It's
sounds
nothing
familiar,
super.
so it catches your attention.
Yeah, yeah. It's nothing. I mean, there's not anybody really tearing up, certain genres up necessarily. There are a few bands. Well, because you're okay. So you said you're a metalhead, Patrick. Aaron. So you said you're a metalhead, right?
Not as of late, but I guess I used to be. Yeah.
Well, have you? Okay, I know I've said this band so many times. So I'm surprised I haven't been banned from saying their name. But you guys heard of Brand of Sacrifice?
No, I haven't.
No.
To me, it sounds familiar.
They. I wasn't into deathcore. I didn't even know what deathcore was because there's so many freaking subgenres. It's so like maddening,
Yeah.
especially if you get it right and you got some sort of purist like up your butt about it. But they're like deathcore, and they blew me away. But again, I don't listen to a lot of like death metal music or anything like that. But it was like that mix of like just growl, scream, but like the weirdest timing and the weirdest noises on the guitar and synth. I'm just going, what in the world is this noise? And it's amazing. If you listen to them, seriously, they're really, really good. And then that introduced me to, have you guys heard of a group called Frontierer?
I've heard of the name,
No.
but I don't listen to their music.
Okay, so if you like, so you like prog rock, right? Did you ever get into math rock or math metal?
Oh, I love math rock. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, kind of like that. So take Brand of Sacrifice and take like math metal, and then combine it together and just blend it up and put a microphone over the blender. That's what Frontier is.
Oh man.
It's just like noise central. And you're going, holy macaroni and cheese. Like this, the lead singer, lead singer, he's the only English person there. The rest of them are Scottish. And you and you're like, wow, them Scots got some anger. But they're insanely talented too. It's just weird timing and stuff. But I'm sorry, I digress. So let me ask you. So okay, so you guys, this is pretty much just your first band then, Brandon and Bradley. This was your first band, your first experience with one.
No,
Me and Brandon have been in a band before, back in high school, and then he's been in a couple other bands too. But so this is my second band, and his, I don't know.
Were they punk bands or were they different genres?
Uh, I'll let him
this is
know.
our really first punk band, honestly. I mean, punk's always been something that, like I said, that we've been interested in, but this is actually the first time we ever capitalized and did anything with it.
There you go, right there. What about you,
Yeah.
Aaron? Was this your first? Oh no, you said you had a couple other bands beforehand, right?
Yeah, I played the first band I played in was a deathcore band called Earthrealm. I was in that band for a couple years or so, and then this was back in 2016 when I found out about like the genre pop punk, and I said, "Dang, I want to make this kind of music." So I left that band. I started my own band called Moving Around. Um, I was in it probably like another couple years or so, and then that's when Brandon, hit me up about trying out for New Ends, and then I kind of left that band eventually to do New Ends.
So you must have saw something really, that whatever song that he sent to you must have really just okay, yep, I'm dropping it and I'm going for this.
Well, there's just so much like drama that happened with that band. Like it was just so many band member changes, and it was just a lot of stuff going on. And we had a few practices, and the first few shows we did, it was just a lot of fun, and there was no like negativity, or like we were just new friends just playing music together that was fun, and that's just what we've been doing this whole time.
It's a shame when the nonsense gets involved and
Yeah.
really just takes a dump on everything. And for one of my experiences, I had one practice with one of my bands, and we broke up that day, and it was all because of the
Damn.
drummer and the guitarist. And the guitarist and the bass player, we were already in a band, and so then when we practiced together, we were called the Cochinos. And we were sort of like a poppy rock band, and then all of a sudden, yeah, we had one practice and they just could not get along, and that was our last. But we played one gig, had one practice, and it was over. And it's all because just they couldn't get their crap together, and it's like, dude, guys, what the heck? But it's just it's just a shame when that crap kind of thing happens. But it's also a blessing when you get something like you did, Aaron, and you go, holy smokes, I want to be part of this project.
Absolutely.
Tommy, do you so how many were you in
Timmy.
different kind of genre bands? I know you said you liked funk and that kind of stuff. It reminds me of like Jonathan Davis, where Jonathan Davis from Korn's like, I don't even listen to metal, I listen to hip hop. I mean, you listen to funk and listen to that kind of stuff, and then you got brought into punk. But were you in bands before then that were different genres?
Once I got closer to my friends and hanging out more, yeah, we started a couple bands, but it was just for fun, just to play when we had all the friends together. Just nothing really serious. This is probably the first serious band I'm in.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm all new to it, so everything that happens, I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. And you guys, I'm sure you've had quite the response from fans and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, it's actually started picking up.
Yeah.
I guess this time last year was it's picked up 100% for sure.
That's awesome. And now, who's doing that? So who's doing the merch? Who's creating and designing the merch and stuff?
That's B-Red. Brad.
Bad
Brad.
Brad.
He
Yeah,
knows
I
all the
think for the
designs
most
actually.
part, I do all the graphics and stuff. Brandon does some of it too, but yeah, I'll try to just some stuff when I can. I just have like ideas pop up, so I'll just like sketch them down, and then once I see them, I'm like, all right, I got to finish it. So then I'll just knock it out. Then I send them over, and they're like, it's dope. Let's do it.
Do you do it like digital or do you like hand draw it?
Yeah, digital. I have my iPad, so I got
Oh,
all
okay,
the
yeah.
Adobe apps and stuff.
Nice. Is that something you just do kind of like just, as a hobby, or is that something you actually do for a living or something?
Well, that's what I do. I'm a graphic designer, so yeah,
It's always a bonus. Always a bonus.
yeah. That's all I do. My free time is just drawing or drumming.
Yeah. Now, so then, Tommy, do you take care of the social stuff?
I try to partake in a lot. Be supportive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'll on social media, I'll try to reach out, like, just try to contact, see if people would be interested in checking everything out and stuff.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Tom.
Did you reach out to me or did I reach out to you? I don't remember how it began.
I think you followed me and then I followed you back, and then we just kind of started messaging from there.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if like you guys kind of took, Tommy, you took Instagram, Brandon, you take, you take Twitter, Aaron, you take TikTok. I don't know if you guys did anything like that.
It's a good
We all
idea,
kind of try to
actually. We
do.
should look into
That's a great idea.
Kind of take less of the burden off of one person.
I got the email. I'll take the emails.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go. Wait. How
Tom's
many emails
actually
do you
been
get
doing a
though?
lot
You
of
might be getting a
reaching
light
out.
load there.
It's pretty much none. That's why.
Right,
There.
you
Oh,
get
hey,
that.
wait a minute. It's not
It's rough,
fun.
especially setting up and trying to learn the app. Sure, that's terrible.
Yeah.
They're all different. Now I've really gotten used to Instagram. I feel like we're almost to getting it down. And then I go to TikTok, it's like completely different. I can't figure out TikTok at all.
I can't either. I don't even bother. It just looks so rough.
I think the majority of where we are really active is going to be Instagram.
Yeah. It seems to be the most I've gotten too. Yeah. It seems the most activity, most responses, very active on
Yeah.
there. And you guys are on, that's right, you guys are on Twitter. That's right, I forgot.
Mhm.
Who does
Yeah,
that
that
one
one's
though?
hard too. Me trying to get Tom on that one. Tom seems to have all the good meme ideas.
I would just post stupid pictures. That's all I would do.
That's all we need, man.
Yeah, I would say that's all you need. Just make someone smile and laugh. There's too much serious crap on that thing.
What's that terrible smell coming from the backyard? 'Cause I can't keep up with my things. I can't stop this daydreaming. They're just pointing the finger. What the hell is wrong with me? What's that look on your face? I got a lot on my plate. Don't forget to accept.
All right, guys. So let me ask you, who are some of the bands that you guys are listening to now that you find either inspirational or just still Blink 182, huh? Even without Tom DeLonge, huh? You still digging it?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Nah, I saw that eye roll.
Long,
Oh,
they're still cool. I still love them.
It's hard. It's weird, It's really weird.
It's like whenever you get a stepdad and you're like, oh, I miss my dad. I guess that too.
I miss
No, I
my
haven't
dad.
experienced that, but I know what
I
you
miss
mean.
my dad. Oh, yeah, I guess you have to experience it to know, but yeah, that's what it's like.
Well, let me.
That's what it's like. No, I'm just
Well, Bradley. Well, actually, let me ask you. Did you like Tom when Tom was in the band?
yeah, of course, I love that dude.
Okay. Well, then do you like Angels and Airwaves?
Yeah, actually, we saw them a couple months ago in Austin, and they're so good live. It was amazing.
Really?
But yeah, I love them too. Angels and Airwaves.
Do you feel like? Okay, cool. See, so do you guys feel like? I think after the first album, and then you kind of realize what they're going for afterwards, it seemed like it was just one continuous song of that kind of style that Tom kind of sort of created. It felt like it was just one long song. It just seems very similar in its structure, in his songwriting, the melodies, all that kind of stuff. It seems very similar. So it seemed like one long thing. And then I think after a while, I was like, because I started dogging it, I'm going, wait a second, hold on. This is what he's doing. This is his style. This is what he's going for. And if I think once I accepted that, I started to enjoy it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did it take you a while to kind of adjust to that, or do you feel like you just kind of went in and was like, no, I'm all about this. This is great. For any of you guys, if
I
you
mean,
felt that way.
I like it, and I see what you're saying. Like, I agree. Like, I feel like maybe like the earlier albums were kind of like that, like all pretty similar, I guess. And I mean, they have a couple songs that sound the exact same, like chorus wise,
Yeah.
changed up. But I feel like this newest album, I don't know if you've heard it, but I feel like he did a lot of different stuff on that one. They all did, and I feel like it's pretty cool. I feel like each song is unique and different for the most part. I thought so.
And they all worth seeing live.
Yeah, it was great, man.
And you guys feel similar as far as like the band?
Engine Airways?
Yeah, Angels and Airways.
They suck. I'm just kidding. I think there's an interview where Tom's saying that exact thing, that he felt all his stuff was starting to sound the same. But I think my favorite album from them has to be, if not the very first album, they released an EP called Chasing Shadows. Yeah. That's a really good EP.
Yeah, that one's solid, man.
Yeah, all the way around. And what about you, Aaron?
I like the idea of well, I'm not too familiar with all their music, but I like the idea of how in music a lot of people listen to like the lyrics, like it's always telling a story of whatever it is. But a lot of the times, if you can tell a story with just your music, and if all the songs on the album kind of connect all together, music like instrumental wise, I think that's super cool.
It takes a lot of talent to pull that off. Yeah,
absolutely.
What about you, Tim?
I'm being completely honest with you guys. I've never listened to him.
No, not at all. Really?
Hey, how do you
like
kick somebody out of here?
Maybe one song.
Yeah, hold on, Tom. We can't see anymore. You have heard of a band called Blink-182, right?
I like them. They're good.
Do you guys have any sort of hard feelings about the new stuff, or as far as Blink-182 goes? Or you kind of all kind of like, yeah,
my
I still dig
opinion
it.
wouldn't matter because I just got into them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Matt Skiba at all.
No. You didn't like Alkaline Trio?
I never listened to them, actually.
They're not bad, dude. They're not.
Yeah,
I was very skeptical for years, but they're actually pretty good if you give them a chance.
But I feel like a lot of that kind of gets carried over to Blink, so Blink sounds a lot like that now, like Alkaline Trio.
Yeah, I could see that. I
don't know.
I almost passed up on seeing Blink because I didn't like Matt Skiba. Me and Brad went to go see them in Austin for that Enema of the State reunion tour, or like the 20th anniversary tour.
Really?
Yeah, my wife was like, "Let's go. You like Blink?" I was like, "Nah, I don't like Matt Skiba." And then I ended up going and had like the best time of my life. I didn't even hear Matt Skiba. I only heard myself singing.
You just block him out, and then it's like it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm just imagining Tom on stage. I'll just focus on Mark. So then, what bands other than like Blink-182, like what bands like now you've just discovered that you guys are like digging right now?
Turnstile for sure.
Ooh, Turnstile for sure on my end as well.
Old or new?
I like both, but this new album, they killed it. They really
did.
Is this a consensus? Everybody agree?
Yes.
I agree.
I don't truly listen to Turnstile. I'm probably the only guy in this band who doesn't listen to them. I just never gave them a true shot, I guess, you know? Like I heard a song and I just said whatever. And that
Yeah.
was it. I'm a real like if someone is into something and everyone's all like hyped up about it, I won't like it until like probably a year or two later.
I understand that mentality, Aaron.
A band I'm really into right now though, they're called Gleamer. I don't know
Gleamer?
if you've heard of them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're super dope, but they're real like shoegaze type stuff, like real
Yes.
chill, and that's my stuff right now.
I love the good old shoegaze stuff. Lots of fuzz, lots of good good like thick
Like
sound.
chorusy
Mhm.
guitars, and yeah, it's dope.
That's the fun stuff when you go to like your Spotify or whatever and you kind of see similar band and you're like, holy crap, I could listen to this stuff for a while now. It's good stuff. What about you, Tom?
Mm, I'm really open to anything, really. I mean,
Yeah, but who you digging right now? Is it Turnstile is the only one?
Who's
Turnstile.
your favorite
I listen
hip
to a lot
hop
of old
artist?
stuff.
What?
I like to listen to musicals.
Al Green.
Yeah.
I like Al Green, Marvin Gaye. Turnstile's probably the only up-to-date band that I've been listening to a lot lately.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and then I'll listen to like Real Friends or something, Neck Deep, but
Dig
it's
Deep?
mostly oldies. Yeah.
I never heard of Dig Deep. Are they good?
Never heard of Neck Deep?
Oh, Neck Deep. I said Dig Deep.
Oh no.
I'm like, that's a new one to me. No, oh, okay. So Brandon, what about you? Is it Turnstile with you? Or
I listened to Turnstile.
yeah.
Not as much as I was when the album came out. I've actually been listening to a lot of different type of music, like EDM stuff and Oliver Tree.
Really? Okay. So, okay. So, do any of you guys listen to instrumental bands at all?
Oh yeah, I like Chon.
John?
Yeah, they're really dope. There's another one I can't think of right now.
Have you heard because I'm really big into those. I had a big huge slew of that going for a year. Like Caspian, Sleep Makes Waves, oh god, there's so many though. Toe.
I like
Have you heard of Toe?
oh yeah, those guys are dope. I like Animals as Leaders,
Well, dude, they're
those guys
insanely
are
talented.
phenomenal. Yeah, they're so good.
I think they just play with
the
like
cool thing
numbers. I think literally they take numbers and just
Yeah.
put it into like an amp somehow.
The cool thing about that band is the guitarist, he wanted to write like the music he writes, but he didn't have the knowledge, so he was trying to write it, or he was trying to write, I guess, the first album with Misha from Periphery, and
Oh, wow, yeah.
he just didn't have the knowledge, so he went to school for music and gained all that knowledge, and then went back and finished up his album.
Are you serious? See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, there's like an interview he does about it or something. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. Wow, now it makes me want to go and listen and hear it and listen to the interview. Wow, that's really cool. That's some dedication. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you guys have 2 EPs out, a couple of singles, and then you said you're thinking about doing another. Are you doing a full length next, or are you doing another EP?
We're working on the full length.
A full length, okay.
Yeah,
And do you guys?
it's gonna be good.
Well, do you guys? I don't doubt that. I mean, I feel like you guys kind of hit the nail on the head. Like as far as just you're nailing the sound that you have right now, and it's perfect. Like I wouldn't. I hope you guys don't do like some sort of experimental stage. Oh no! What happened?
Actually, this next the LP is actually gonna be math rock.
Oh no! Are you serious?
No,
No.
I
See, I almost played
I
into
think we really found our sound in that second. So it sucks about the second EP, the one with the graphic on it,
Mhm.
is that I released it. When did we did a surprise drop in? I think it was COVID, right? Was it COVID?
Mhm.
Yeah,
2020?
it was
Yeah.
COVID and didn't market it at all.
No,
So it's like
nothing.
we like pushed the EP out and it's like, yo, jam it. And that was kind of it.
To like no one.
No one
All
got
right.
it.
Here, bro.
So just me, Brad, and Aaron and Timmy.
That was it. Huh?
Timmy.
We had like maybe 200 followers at the time, probably not even.
Yeah, we were really small back then.
But
I mean,
isn't
we're
that-
not much bigger now, but
Oh, but it's growing, man. It's growing.
It feels like it though compared to what it was like.
I feel like I'm Tom DeLonge. I'm scared.
Well, that's great, man. I think because I think Punch Drunk was the first one I heard from you guys, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, you guys you caught me immediately with that song, and again your sound and your vocals, Brendan, and I'm just like, holy cow, this is good. I need more of this because I miss this kind of punk. This is why I play music and I don't do talk radio or interviews.
No, that's kind of similar to what we have written out in the bio. It's like what is it? Vintage pop punk with modern day flavor, or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
I didn't see that part. Oops, sorry. Sorry. There we go. My son's in here. Anyways, but here we go.
Hi.
All right. Later. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's the other one. That's one I got in trouble yesterday. You said probably a summertime release for the album for the full length.
That's probably what we're looking at.
Okay.
We have yeah, I'd probably say like summertime.
And how many songs are on this one though? Are you going like full length, like a 12, or are you guys going like maybe 8 or 9?
It's gonna be 13 tracks.
13. Oh man, that's old school punk. I like it. You know, when you see those
Yeah,
ones
it's
where it's
gonna
like
be
20
fun.
songs and they're like a minute each.
That's I'm really self-conscious about songwriting in that sense. Is I can't write a short song, man. If you look at new end songs, they're all like 4 or 5 minutes long.
Yeah. Oh, as far as your guys' stuff? Really? I don't think I really. You know, that's a great thing. Here's a compliment. I didn't even realize that. They just feel like they're just a good amount. Does that make sense?
That is.
So you want to enjoy a song, right? I guess you could just press repeat, but no, that's great. Then you guys plan to do a couple more single releases before the album release?
I don't know. We're still working out all the kinks on it. We'll probably drop like maybe one more with the video or something. We're just still trying to figure it out.
Now, have you guys, I didn't see, I apologize. You have to forgive me. Do you guys do any music videos yet?
We did one. One of our buddies, Ruben, with Look Alive Creative, did a music video on one of our shows. It's just a whole bunch of live footage put together, and we did that for Everything's Better. The song Everything's Better.
To the anxious living people I call my friends, I never really catch how it could commence. Now every other person I see looks pissed. Now maybe there's something else I guess I must have missed. He claimed that he left me a writer saying everything's better with the PS who have.
That came out. The newest one now came out super sick.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I think I saw something for that, and I didn't get to see it yet. But so yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Well, cool guys. All right. Well, thank you. I know this has been kind of. I know being a first one and all, it's a little of an odd feel and whatnot, right? I totally get it.
Aaron, he's chilling.
Yeah.
Kick back, bro.
He's kicking back.
Yeah, guys. Well, I do appreciate your time for coming on. I know there's a little ups and downs with it, but I appreciate you still taking the time. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
This has been fun.
Well, one more question. Do you guys think you'll plan on doing like a little small tour, anything like that, like around the states or a couple of states, surrounding states, or anything like that, or just kind of just gigs here and there, just kind of periodically?
I think that's
It's definitely something we'll look to. Yeah, it's something we'll look into.
Okay.
I think as like our audience grows, we'll kind of figure out where we can fit in at.
Yeah.
And from there, it's just make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Well, where are you out of?
I'm towards Sacramento, California. So the scene out here is actually starting to kind of pick up, but it's a lot of
Is it?
yeah, well, not necessarily the punk necessarily. It's more of the sort of the emo
Ska.
rock and indie rock
Mhm.
picking up.
I
You-
feel
you-
like our recording new ends and live new ends is like two different bands. So I
it
think
usually is though, right? It usually is with a lot of
yeah,
people.
I think with us like the way we play shows, I think we can fit into like a majority of different settings. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see you out there.
I was
Probably
gonna
be
say,
out there soon.
hopefully that'd be great if you guys are able to play nearby. I'd definitely love to go check you guys out and see you guys and other bands that are around that area. So, because there's tons of bands in freaking Texas, it's blowing up out there. Holy crap! I'm not kidding. You guys like the
Texas is
seventh
getting
or eighth band I've talked to that's in Texas, from emo style to like 3 or 4 punk bands to hardcore bands. It's just insane how much is out there right now. It's insane, but it's good to know you guys are a different kind of punk out there, and I hope you guys gain more traction, man. So I really dig you guys, and I
Thank
hope it blows up for you guys.
Thanks, man.
So,
Thank you.
for sure, man.
all right. Anyways, all
Is
right,
Thomas there?
Aaron, enjoy your bed, guys. I will see you later. Hopefully, we'll keep in. I would love to keep in contact with you guys. Anytime you want to promote anything, please don't hesitate to give me a call, and I'll just, even if it's a short thing or just even reposting. So let me know, okay?
Okay.
All
Sounds
right,
good,
guys.
man.
Thanks for talking.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Later.